let's review this then. It's a Bush TD7CNCBW. You can also have a TD7CNCB for black, and there may have been an S for the silver version as well. There's an 8 kilo version and a 9 kilo version as well. If you have the 7 kilo version, the dimensions are 850mm high as standard, 600mm wide as standard, and around 570mm depth. However, if you have the 8 or 9 kilo, it's 610mm depth. There you go. So it's a few centimetres deeper as you get a bigger drum. But other than that, all the programs are exactly the same for all these machines. Doesn't matter whether you have the 7, 8 or 9. Bush also do a heat pump variant of the exact same machine. This machine matches the washing machines from the exact same range of Vestal made products. This is also a Vestal made machine. Right, and my impressions are actually surprising. So keep watching. Right, let's take a look then. It's a condenser. The condenser unit is at the bottom here. Put your finger here and pull the door. Very nice. Now inside it's pretty easy to take out, clean, and then put back again. The design is very similar to that of sort of like an LG, to be honest, or a Bosch. And then to close the door, it's magnetic. How about that? Now I was impressed with that, and then later on, Hot Point and Instant started using that on their machines as well. Our condenser tank is at the top here that you take out and you can drain. Now this is okay. Your empty fill point is here. It's okay, it actually works fine. To turn the machine off, you must have the dial to the top dead centre. There is this little nubbin on the dial to indicate. It's a bit poor though to actually see. Right, so we have a selection of 15 programs. The first one being Cotton Extra Dry. Standard time for this is 128 minutes. That's 2 hours 8 minutes, spun at 1000 RPM. However, the minimum spin speed of most Bush washing machines is actually 1200 RPM, so it won't take that long. Extra Dry will dry for a little bit period, a bit longer than normal, to dry multi-layer fabrics such as like jeans and shirts and collars and stuff like that. Cotton's Cover Dry is also the standard Eco Dry for this machine for its energy rating of a B. That dries your clothes fully dry, but no extra. Cotton Iron Dry dries your clothes and leaves them slightly damp, ready for ironing, to go over an iron and then to be hung up to finish off. All of these take a max load of 7 kilos. That is the maximum capacity for this machine. Synthetics typically takes half of that capacity, so if you've got 8 kilo, it will be a max load of 4 kilo. If you've got a 9 kilo, it's a max of 4.5 kilo. If you've got 7 kilo like this, it's a max load of 3.5 kilo. We've got 2 settings. We've got Cover Dry, which will mostly fully dry it, but as with synthetics, sometimes they still come out damp, just be aware. Iron Dry will make them to keep them damp, ready for ironing, and then be put away. Typical times for these are around 45 minutes for a cycle, based on the 800 spin speed. The delicate cycle allows 2 kilograms of laundry to be dried at a low heat, gentle heat, to come out fully dry, Cover Dry. I've actually tested this myself and it does work. It also took as long as it says, it's 39 minutes long. I think mine took a little bit longer, but it will allow that based on 600 RPM spin. Now mix load allows 4 kilograms of cottons and synthetics to be dried together, to be fully dried. Time for this is about 82 minutes according to the manual. depending on spin speed. This one's based on 8,000 RPM spin speed. Baby care allows 3 kilograms of baby clothes to be dried in just 60 minutes. The jeans cycle allows 4 kilograms, let's call it half load, of jeans to be fully dried. What it essentially does, it basically is cotton's extra dry. That's all it is, but made for a half load. Then we've got time programs of 60 minutes, 30 minutes and 10 minutes. Now these all dry at a low heat, not high heat, just to make you aware. They're for drying loads that are smaller than 1 kilo that may not be detected by the moisture sensor inside the machine. It's also there to finish off loads of laundry that may not be quite fully dry or may just need fluffing up. Refresh doesn't use any heat whatsoever. It takes 10 minutes to use. It just blows cold air to supposedly refresh your fabrics. However, to be honest, this should just be used if you're interrupting the program. If you're interrupting the program, just run the refresh program to cool the machine down. That will help the longevity of your heater and the rest of your machine. Express 29 is a 29-minute program. It does actually kind of use sensor dry, but it allows 2 kilograms spun at 1200 RPM to be dried in 29 minutes. Now, I have a bit of a problem with that because the idea is that you take stuff from the 15-minute wash and put it on the Express 29-minute wash. The Express program on the washing machine allows 2 kilos to be washed in just 15 minutes, but it spins at 800 RPM. This one's saying 1200 RPM. That also being said, try it out because it's more than likely it'll take 39 minutes, and therefore it's taken just less than an hour to wash and dry 2 kilograms of laundry, which isn't bad. Shirts program is 12 minutes long. However, it's not actually a drying program. What it actually is more of a gentle, relaxed program. You can dry 0.5 kilos, that's also known as just 2 shirts in 12 minutes, but you could also increase that load if you wanted to, and because of the using heat as well as a short cool down, you could relax your clothes in 12 minutes. This is quite good if you've got really creased clothes that may have been sat in a basket for a while and you come to iron them, and to help with the ironing day, just put half a load in, roughly, put it on the shirts 12 program, and hey presto. That is my little trick for you. Right, if we come over here, we've got 2 buttons. Press them both together, we've got a child lock feature. If you hold down delicate for 3 seconds, you'll turn on the buzzer, or turn it off. Right, delicate button here reduces the heat. Now it can be used on the cottons and synthetics, and as well as baby care as well, and as well as mixed, and jeans. However, it can't be used on the time program, or the delicate program, which is automatically selected. That's because delicate automatically uses low heat, and the time programs automatically use low heat, but don't put the beep, highlight the icon. That's a bit annoying. Refresh won't use it either, and Express won't use it either. Neither does shirts, not mostly because it doesn't heat up fast enough to do it. Then we've also got delay start. You've got 3, 6, or 9 hours. We've also got these little icons here. It says drying, cooling, and end. Then you've got this little t-shirt thing with some arrows, which is basically anti-crease. It's got auto anti-crease that lasts for a predetermined time. I think it's 2 hours, I'm not too sure. Anyway, and then we've got our start button. Now there's something I actually like about this machine over the washing machines, and that's the quality of the buttons. They actually respond rather well. You can feel it. I like that. Also, unlike the washing machines, they beep, which is nice. That is pretty cool, and I actually like that. Yep, inside we've actually got a drum light. You might struggle to see it. Also, the full filter is right here, which is pretty obvious. Very similar design to other brands. Just be aware of the door. The door's quality, I have seen it can break sometimes. It's not the best. They are all perfectly dry. Impressed. Not much water in there, but that also being said, the towels were spun at 1600 RPM. So what to give this out of 10 then? Well, I'm actually quite surprised by its quality, which is quite outstanding actually for a Vestal. Its drying ability, its quiet, its quality is very good. Sensor drying works fine. Reliability wise, not too sure because it's not been out long enough. However, I have personally replaced a door on one of them, and I've seen multiple boards go on a few of them as well. That also being said, other brands out there also do exactly the same. It doesn't matter whether you're Beko, Bosch or Siemens. They all tend to blow. But one thing that tends to happen is over time, sensor drying tends to either not work or not work properly on many of the programs. Not this case with this. It seems to work perfectly the first time I ever got it. I didn't buy it actually. It was thrown out for some reason, and I have no idea why at all. Because to be honest, as soon as I've got it and I've got it in, it's drying perfectly fine. Probably using the wrong program. But other than that, like, Delicate actually surprised me. It dries perfectly fine. Mix dries perfectly fine. Jeans dries perfectly fine. The only thing that caught me out ever was the time programs. I thought they were high heat like they typically are, but they weren't. But it doesn't really matter. Right, let's give this out of 10 then. It's going to get 9 out of 10, which is quite surprising really. In the end, you know, you should expect less, but for a cheap made dryer, but this is the cheapest on the market and it's pretty good. You know, in the comparison to say like a hot printer Inset, which is more expensive, or a Beko, which is also more expensive. Right, there we go. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye for now.